push loading with the cat, so you push load. I'm gonna go down a pretty steep slope here, so to allow him to catch me, I'm gonna go into first, push trans-hold pedal, pull the gear shift lever back to second, drop a hitch, and I'm going in first because he's gonna catch me on the fly. We don't ever stop. Anyway, it keeps the speed constant. There, he's on me. So here we go down the hill. I'm gonna let it go into second. And step on the diff lock. Get my foot on the rear engine throttle a little bit. Doesn't take very long. Pop the hitch up, go to fourth. I got my foot on the shift hold, transmission hold. As soon as I get out of the cut and wind up, I'll let go of it and let her shift. And I just pull it up into fourth. That's the highest gear I'll be using climbing in and out of this hole. I just got a short distance to go around the corner and get up on the pile to dump. But I'm dumping with my right hand side on the slope, and you gotta be pretty good at that to do it without falling off, because I'm stacking it as straight up down as I can get it. So you gotta keep your pile tipped a little to the inside. If you ever get tipped to the outside, you're going to go off. Now you get your can down. I don't know, you get used to being out here on the edge and you kind of know where you're at. Anyway, keep your can low, open your apron a little bit and start shoving it out. That way it pushes it out, clear out on the slope. It keeps a nice, pretty angle coming up. Semi-automatic transmission and a scraper. Let's see, I'll call that a semi-automatic Jenner. So I got an 8-speed Jenner in this baby, an 8-speed Bruce Jenner, Caitlin Jenner. You know, get it? A tranny. So you got an 8-speed Jenner in here, and reverse, first and second are converter drive, and third through 8 is direct drive. And so you can hold that trans hold pedal down when you're in the direct drive gears and literally pull it down and kill the motor. Okay, I think we've about reached the bottom here. We got that rock outcropping on the far end, so they're going to come tomorrow and cross-section it and see where we're at on yardage, so we'll find out whether we've got enough. It's hard dirt. Okay, today is an awesome day. It kind of started last night on the way home. Well, let me back up. We had to come down here to this hole in American Falls. We contacted the engineering firm to cross-section the hole because my contract's based on a certain quantity of yards. So they didn't show up. We called them Wednesday the 5th. They didn't show up till Friday late. Well, it was just a little bit before noon, and shot it, it was blowing like crazy. You can't use a GPS in a hole like that, so he had to use a robot and a rover. So when he got done, I have a hard time believing this, but he couldn't tell us the quantity. So we gave him time to take it back to the office or whatever, and we tried to find out if they could give us a quantity real quick so we could start moving stuff out. They got other things to do, and in life you trade time for money. And when somebody screws up your time and you can't trade it for money, that's money you can never recover, because there's just only so many hours. And so apparently they closed at noon, so I texted the owner's kid and he never responded, never has. Son of a bitch. Anyway, so Matt has a degree in geomatics, so he came down with his total station, and we spent yesterday cross-sectioning it, and he figured up his quantity this morning. And yes, we're a little bit short, not near as much as the engineering company's saying. They're double what we figure we're short. It's really not that much. It's like 3,000 yards is all. We can knock that out with one scraper in a day. So that's what we're getting ready to do this morning. Well, last night when we got done, we headed home, and Jake's pickup, his transmission line on his Dodge decided to puke. So Matt was behind us, so he drug us up the road a couple miles to where Jake's loading grain with the excavator. We left his truck there. My wife came and got me. We go home, get my pickup, get the car hauler, come down, get his truck loaded up, bring it home. By the time I walk in the door, it's about 9 o'clock. So I get up this morning, and Jake can't come help us today. He's got to get his truck fixed, because tomorrow he's got to work at the Pokey Airport loading grain. That sounds stupid, but that's where the grain piles is, at the airport. So he's got to get that done, because tomorrow night I'm leaving. I am going to Cancun, Mexico. I'm getting out of here. But I'm not going to go anymore in April. It's just a bad time because we're busy. Again, it goes back to trading time for money. Every hour that I'm not here, that's about $300 an hour that I'm losing if I'm running a machine. And it's even worse than that, you know, if the boys can't run an operation because they don't have enough guys. So anyway, I start the fuel truck this morning, get fuel, and the PTO cable's broke, so I gotta climb under it and engage the PTO manually. It just gets better and better, but we'll get this knocked out this morning, and then I'll show you some video of how deep we are and what it looks like. Anyway, time to go fuel and go to work. There, so you can get a better perspective of this lump of crap that we left. And we probably could have ripped through it and dozed it down here and tried to mix it in with some dirt to save our tires, but in my mind that's rock, and I'm not moving rock. That's solid rock. See, I want to show you, this is the stuff you're looking at, and it's just like obsidian. That'll cut the hell out of your tires. I mean, we did go through a couple of feet of straight obsidian, and it's still here. I did do that, but then we hit this rock, and when you get, see, I've covered all this in some dirt just to save tires. So when you rip it up, this is what comes out of the ground. Look at that. That's stuff I didn't cover. I Look how sharp that is. It's not a shale. If it is, it's the hardest kind of shell I've ever seen. So that garbage is all the way across here, clear over to the other side.